Top of the morning to you. We are the voice of the people, 90.3 FM. My name is Mary Onaife Edebi. We are located at number 42 Golden Tulip Essential Hotel. That's where we are. You could come in and do business with us. We are here. We also have a station in Abuja. We have one in Lagos, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, your number one station that gives you a voice. Welcome to the Front Page Review. If you're regular, you already know how we do it. I'll read to you the headlines from different newspapers in Nigeria, and then we get to talk about the big stories, what people are talking about, and then you could join the conversation. We have Obeda over there. He's going to join us to analyze some of the top stories, and Rufai Oseni also will be joining to give some perspective to some of the stories here this morning. So let's begin. Now we'll start with the Punch newspaper. It says here that few queues hit Lagos, others as thieves vandalize pipelines. You get that in the Punch newspaper. Cameroon Dam opening, 700 billion naira CBN farmers loan under threat in flooded states. And then NNPP divided over Tinubu Atiku fraction, suspend Kwankwaso others. And still in the Punch newspaper this morning, I never diverted Ogun local government funds, 10.8 billion naira bailout, says Abiodun. And still in the Punch this morning, 5 billion naira FCT malls transport food palliatives for residents. Lagos ranked 5th best African city, says a report. You could get the full report in the Punch newspaper. And finally here in the Punch, Kano government reduces school registration fees by 50% for indigenes. All of that is in the Punch. Now we move to the Daily Trust newspaper. Local government funds controversies. Ogun Council chairman prostrates, beg Abiodun. That story is in the Daily Trust newspaper. Demolition under Wike continues as Abuja market goes down. And Wike appears on APC PDP campaign cancel for Bayelsa governorship polls. All of that is in the Daily Trust newspaper. Work for APC victory in Bayelsa. Imo Kogi polls. Ganduje urges traders. NNPP fraction differ over Kwankwaso's suspends both chairman expulsion. All of that is in the Daily Trust newspaper. Now we move to The Guardian this morning. VCS stands on grants impeding research. A breakthrough, says Dawn. And also here it says that World Pakistan Court suspends former Prime Minister's corruption sentence. You get that in the Guardian newspaper. Pakistan Court suspends former Prime Minister corruption sentence. All of that's in the Guardian newspaper. Now stakeholders urge customers to guide against meter update fraudsters. So that is in the Guardian newspaper. Now we move to The Nations this morning. Subsidy cut windfall. A government saves 1.83 trillion naira in 2 months. Now the writer to that story says savings to be used for projects. No more borrowing. Elumelu government bold decision in Nigeria's interest. And stock market hit highest level. That story is in the Nation's newspaper. The writer says investors' return rises to 8.3 trillion naira. Now, Governor Akpabio Akume lead APC battles in Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa. And still in the Nation's this morning, CJN ends more than VP. The Senator President says RMAFC. That full story you get in the Nation. And the writer says BA proposes 200% pay rise for jurists. All of that is in the Nation's newspaper. Now we'll move to the Sun this morning. We have here that confusion as APC PDP names Wike as member for Bielsa campaign council. And it says, the writer here says that youth may revolt if you use political power to squeeze judiciary society, Jonathan wants. And Nigeria forces CSU to lock social media handles over Tinubu's certificate. That is in the Sun newspaper. Now, job racketeering probe rep panel summons NUC VCs over bribery allegation. And subsidy states begin sharing palliatives. Now, the writer says Ogu constitutes a committee group urges Southeast governors to avoid discrimination. Now, to the Vanguard newspaper, it says that how federal government can execute roadmap for economy, says NESG. OPS orders. And IPOB to federal government, meet us at the Supreme Court, stop hiding under endless adjournment. That you get in the Vanguard newspaper. And I also have this headline is here in the Vanguard. It says that government campaign cancel, APC reverses self-disown list containing Wike, and PDP weighs option over Wike's open romance with APC. Now, police parade 67 over alleged gay marriage in Delta. The story is in The Guardian. Finally, here in the Guardian newspaper, it says flooding relocate to higher grounds, Edo government tells residents. And finally, let's look at this day newspaper. It says that global polls, APC disown trendy campaign council. Minister charges trust fund to equip police to tackle terrorists and kidnappers. And finally, Bishop Adeoye to Tinubu, it's been 3 months of extreme hardship for Nigerians. All of that you get here on different Nigerian newspaper. I just gave you the one from this day newspaper. Now we'll move to look at the hot topics this morning as I connect with Rufai Oseni to analyze the stories. In case you're just tuning in, this is the front page review on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. We'll stream all of our shows on YouTube and our website and mobile app. So just go there, type Voice of the People there, Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and then you see us. You see that we are streaming there, and you could catch all of our shows there. Our website is www.voiceofthepeople.ng. Yeah, and then we stream there too, audio and video. You could watch and listen, and download the mobile app too, so you're fully covered, taking us everywhere you go. So now, to begin our conversation, as I connect with Rufai Oseni, let's look at some of the top stories here. I think we have a lot of the story. I think the first one here is about the fuel queues hit Lagos, others as thieves, vandals, says pipeline. All of that is in the Punch newspaper. So we'll start with the story. Now, it's been said that marketers hot petrol loading. They blame vendors for disruption. More filling stations short as import hiccups hot supply. Now, long queues for the product, premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, are beginning to resurface at filling stations in Lagos and Ogun State and in a few other locations in the southwestern states. Now, I went out yesterday to buy fuel, but I did not see any queue, no queues there. But from this report, when you start reading reports, when marketers start talking, you know that something is brewing, it's happening. Now, the Punch gathered that the queues were not seen in Abuja and other states in the north, and it was learned that depots in Lagos were gradually running dry of petrol. Now, queues were cited at many stations, particularly those in the Oshodi area, Bega Expressway, and some sections of the Lagos Ibadan Expressway, as vehicles that waited to purchase the product stretched into expressways, slowing down movement on the service lane. Now, the Northwest filling station had the longest queues at the dispense petrol. at 568 naira per liters, and other places also sold at 568 naira per liter, and this was sold by the NNPCL filling station. Now, this is a report. There's been a back and forth between the marketers of this product, because it's like the price is being regulated. Although the federal government has said if it's the dollar, if that is the problem, why you have to increase the price, don't worry, we'll sort that out. But it's not really an open market. No, an open market is it's guided by the demand and supply, but this is a bit regulated. There's an amount that you cannot sell. Now, the marketers are saying that they are blaming vandals for the disruption. They're saying that that's the issue they are facing right now, and that is why they are having some hiccups in the imports. Now, I know this story is going to develop, and we're going to see more of it. And for the queues, we hope it does not extend if you've experienced queues. And we are hoping that there won't be any increment in the price of the product. That's what we are hoping, because the government has said that there's not going to be increase in the price, but if they buy in dollars, what is the assurance? I think I have Rufai Oseni here. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Bless you. Go ahead, let's go ahead quickly.
Okay. Okay. Now, great. I was just talking about the fear queues that might hit Lagos, because this is what marketers are saying. There's the first story. It said the marketers, they halt petrol loading. They blame it on vandals for the disruption. And it says that more filling station short as import hiccups hot supply.
I mean, these are the things we've always said.
Oh, so sorry. I think there was a disconnection there. Hope to connect with him again so that we could continue the conversation. Okay, hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
One of the things that was supposed to happen with this subsidy removal was availability of product. But you can see that it's not a perfect market, because even importers cannot import. And as of today, NNPC is still the largest importer of the products. So there's a holdback. In fact, even the one that them Emadeb and Coup finally imported, that they expended over $27 million, it has hit a brick wall, because they can't sell to recoup at international price, because the government has said we are going to hold prices. So you can see the conundrum. Now we are hearing about vandals, which to me, that narrative is very suspect. So it's just a pushback, I believe, by the marketers as regards what is happening. So when you see what's happening, it just shows that when you poorly plan something, this is the ripple effect. And as of today, Mary, do you also know that the Naira has now fallen to 920 the USD?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of conundrum that befalls Nigeria. And I would say brace up for impact. And that's why we keep calling on leadership to think well and think right and be forthright.
Brace up for impact. And I think that's what a lot of us don't want to hear. We hope what the president said, that there will be no more increase, that will manifest, that there will be no more increase in the price of the product. Okay, now, okay, go on.
That's sad. Let's see how it pans out. What is happening with Nigerians?
Now, to another story, yesterday I reported that Ogun Council chairman, one of the local government council chairman, called out the governor of Ogun State and said that the local government funds were being siphoned. But today there's a report that says that the governor has said that there is no such thing. And there's a video, I don't know if you've seen it, of the local government chairman, the one that accused the governor and other chairmen of other local governments. They went to meet the governor and they prostrated, apologizing for that statement. So he was seated and they were all prostrating and apologizing. That somehow didn't really come off right when you watch the video. That instead of investigation, why suddenly all prostrating to apologize when it's a known fact that local governments don't really get the share of what they're supposed to get?
Probably you will know something had happened. That's why I was saying, let's wait for the governor's reaction. And you saw the reaction yesterday. The reaction is a video of the man apologizing. You will know something has happened, will be swooped in on. And that's the reality of Nigeria. And like you said rightly, an investigation was supposed to go on. that was going to bring us to terms with what was really happening there, but nothing of such will happen. That's why I was saying let's wait for the reaction. The also counterpart of the story was it could have been a smear campaign. It could have even been the person making the allegation not founded in fact. Because a lot of people in public space in Nigeria lie a lot. Most of the things you see they say against people, predominantly most of them are lies. You get? So it could also be that case. But I told you, let's wait for the reaction. And that's why right here on VOP, we always balance the story out. There are two sides to a coin. Now we've seen the other side.
So, okay. So now that we've seen the other side, the story it's ended. No investigation.
That's that reality because even the person that made the allegation in the first place,
yes,
you would have expected if they had their fact, they should put it forward. You will have expected an independent investigation mechanism to go on as regards this. So the question we should ask him is, was it rabble-rousing on a hard fact, or he had been coerced not to talk? But like I also said, based on antecedents, we all know how the local governments suffer because the governors do not really give them the money needed. But the question is, what is all of this going on? They've not been able to get a solution to it because of what our country has become. See, Mary, yesterday, I was talking to some, very prominent Nigerians, and we're just ruling about how bad our country has become. So this prominent Nigerian was telling me that in 1977-78, he wanted to go see his father in Kano. He would get in the car and drive from Ife to Kano. That today, our system has been so bastardized that you can't even try any of such any longer. And that's, we are beginning, in fact, we've lost the vestiges of what a country should be. Then we talked about leadership. One of them, the person we're talking to, was also a one-time governor. And we're talking about the things he did in his time. And we're talking about what some of his predecessors said. And it's just indicative that the reason why Nigeria is not growing today is because we have a lot of people that don't have the interest of the country at heart in leadership. And that's why we should be careful. And that's why the country keeps sinking and going to an all-time low. Because you see, everything is leadership. What was different between then and now? It's not that then leaders were not corrupt, but at least they still had the element of fear. But today, people have thrown all of that to the winds. Money can get you anything. Look at the debacle going everywhere. Today, it's a talk about the certificate of the president. The University of Chicago has closed up its portal. They've closed up their Twitter page because of the barrage of questions. There's been a lot of things going on here and there. So the basic minimum standards, we've lost it as a nation. And that's the sad reality of the country we have built. And that's what you are seeing that is playing out. So in this kind of ecosystem, definitely there will be a lot of lies, a lot of unfounded allegations, and all sorts will go on.
Yeah. It is now. There are even comments trailing the Tinubu, our president, as he names some people, a new board for the NDDC. Names like Ebi as the chairman of the new 17-man board for the NDDC. Now, I think I was having a conversation with someone, and they said this person is Wike's person. I think there's another appointment too that is Ibori's person. I've forgotten the name of the person that was appointed from Delta State that is also an Ibori person. So you have Ibori man there and you have Wike person there in the NDDC. That's what do you expect? It's more political than what will I even say?
I mean, truth has to be told. You will see how all of this goes on. It's largely very political. And you ask yourself, why has the NDDC not been able to grow and do what it is? Because people have a lot of interest in the NDDC. In fact, I was also talking to somebody that was telling me that some people have so much interest in the NDDC that things as little as cup of tea and cup of coffee, there are cabals that handle that in the NDDC. So don't be surprised when you start seeing people that have various leaning. It just shows that the NDDC too has been hijacked. And that's why development prospect is always hard. So we know what will work for this nation. But the problem is there are too many people that only have their own interests at heart, and they don't care about the welfare and what will benefit the nation. And when you have a nation like that, it will struggle. It will not be able to stand the test of time. People will suffer. People will be in penury. People will be in pain. People will be in shame. And that's what's happening. And that's why we keep calling leadership matters. Okay, Mary, look at what happened. Breaking news this morning. I woke up before I said my prayer. Breaking news. Another coup has happened.
In Gabon.
In Gabon.
Yeah.
Uma Bongo had been president for so many years. And guess what happened? When he died, his son took over. In fact, concerning his son, there's a story making the rounds, and this is for history buffs out there, that his son were one of those child refugees that, was shipped to Gabon during the Biafran War. So, and when he was shipped to Gabon, Ali Bongo adopted him. So there are copious indications that the president of Gabon that is fought in the coup now. But when his father died, this man Ali Bongo took power. And when he took power, he sat tight in power for all this while, and he did not leave power. He even had a stroke in power that he couldn't work. If you remember the famous video of a man that has stroke that went to see President Macron.
Yeah.
That is the man. And guess what? Despite the stroke and him not visibly being well, they still held sham elections that were highly disputed. And he was re-elected again. Then the army took over. Mary, with this medium, I'd like to say I condemn the coup in Gabon, because you can't use illegality to solve a problem of illegality. But a lot of people will also say, when the leaders do not do right, and that's why we advise the leaders to do right. That's why we advise them to do right every time. You see, all these things we keep saying is for the benefit of Nigeria. And because, and Africa at large, because we want the country to do it. Okay, look at Africa. As we speak now, in the space of how many months now, we've had 2 coups. Africa is fast returning to the era of coups. And everything goes back to leadership when you have selfish, self-centered leaders. So, and there are these leaders that want to hijack every board, every parastatal, because of their own money, because of their own people.
I think we'll be getting. Yeah, it's a sad reality. Let's see what will happen with Gabon. I know this is not the first time they're planning a coup, and I know that the president has his children in key areas of the country, in finance, in security, planted his own people there. So the coup, there are speculations that it might not see the light of the day. Because when he was sick for 1 year, nobody could take it from him. Is it now that he's all right? So, well, let's see how the Gabon coup will pan out.
Let's see how Gabon coup, like somebody used to tell you, Rufai, time is pregnant.
We have so much to talk about here, but because of time, there is
Go ahead.
There is the
Read all the stories, let me mix it up.
Okay, the Cameroon dam opening. It says here that about 700 billion naira CBN farmers loan is under threat because of the flood. That's the story. And also it says here that Lagos ranked 5th best African city, says a report. I think, and subsidy, yes, and finally, subsidy states they begin sharing palliatives today.
I hope they share it well and get the logistics right. It should not be the case of Bielsa that we'll have to keep palliative and they will spoil in there. Secondly, as regards Lagos ranking, congratulations to Lagos. That's another data. Don't forget that the Economist data always calls Lagos the 2nd worst city to live in the world. Well, congratulations to them on this ranking, fit bets cities to live. And as regards the third one you quickly mentioned, what's that third one again?
Let me see. Okay,
so the first one you mentioned.
Okay, the flood, the Cameroon dam, the opening, 700 billion naira. Yes, it's under threat.
We saw it coming. But Mary, the question we should ask is, What about the CBN loans to farmers that were lost in the last year flood? Have they reconciled the books? That's the place to start from before we think of this one that will be lost.
This is serious.
Let's ask them. Have they reconciled the books of the loss of 5 years? Let's see. I have a very, very good friend that works in Olam. The person told me that what Olam, one of the biggest agricultural companies, lost in that last flood were to the tune of millions of dollars. All of them they had to write off by their own self. So what about the loans given out that were lost in last year's flood? Have they been able to reconcile it? Let's reconcile the book of that one first before we talk about this year's one. It is well, Mary. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Bless you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rufai Oseni. Enjoy the rest of your day. Now we'll go.
You too, bless you.
Okay, bless you, sir. Now we'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk with Obed over there. We have other issues here to discuss. Keep it here.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort. Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Light Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender greeters, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Join Mary on the Front Page Review Monday to Friday, 7 to 8 a.m. Don't miss it.
This is the Front Page Review on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I have Obed over there. He's the chairman, editorial board, Politics Now newspaper. Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Mary.
How are you doing today?
Very well. Thank God.
Great. Now, we have story here concerning the PDP and the APC and Wike. Because here it says there's confusion as APC PDP named Wike as a member for the Bayelsa Campaign Council. Now, PDP, they weigh the option over Wike's open romance with the APC. Now, we know it's a public knowledge that like Wike is in APC and is in the PDP.
Well, yes, for Wike is a political hermaphrodite. So he romanced Peter Obi during the campaign. So I will give you everything. Rolled out the red carpet, he romanced the APC, and then he has refused to leave the PDP. He has his roots there. This is the fallout of the indecision of the PDP, and it's very sad that the PDP has become a shell of itself. It's like a party without a position, without leadership, without substance. Because you actually want to have leadership in the main opposition party that is able to put his foot down to say, look, his members must actually toe the line. But at his press conference when he was when he resumed as minister, he said that everybody within the party, the organs of the party, from his local level to this one, has agreed for him to serve in the government. There's something strange about that. In 1999, when Obasanjo was president, he wanted to build a government of national unity. And so he appointed the AD chairman, one Alhaji Abdul Kadir, as a special advisor. There was nothing strange about that. He did those things. But we can so it's very clear that openly he actually worked against his party. He opposes the national leadership, of course, the one before Damagum, who is the acting chairman now. Oppose the presidential candidate, and then in the state itself, work against key members of the party, prevented them from winning anything as long as they belong to the faction of the party he didn't agree with. So it's a challenge for the PDP to actually get together to actually rescue some bits of credibility and substance for itself, because everywhere people don't look at the PDP as a slapstick. Anything you do, you can do anything you can do with the party and get away with it, because Wike is doing it and getting away with it. Now the PDP is in a very difficult position. It doesn't have a strong leadership that can actually galvanize the party. Unfortunately, Atiku has not been able to transit beyond somebody who wants presidential power to somebody who can actually run a party. Yes. He has not been able to do that. The thing is that the reason why AC and the rest of them work is that people like people are actually people that can build and hold a grip on their parties. And Atiku has not been able to. He's absent most of the time. He doesn't have the reality, doesn't want to put his resources down to build that party. It's already very old. He looks at himself saying, what is the need for me in the next 4 years or whatever? It's not really there. But the party must find a way to get the credible leadership. Which one will they get? Look at all the governors. The ones in the south, the strong one, the oldest in the south there. Makinde is with Wike. You look at the north central, there's nobody of substance. The other one in the north who have been strong. Bauchi State governor is a friend of Wike. He's also scared of his own position and whether he can get sufficient gravitas in the party to actually lead. But the PDP at the point must have to find critical stakeholders come to say, look, we have to seize our party and control this party. Yes, Wike will just be the APC fifth column. He will not lead the party, but he will be there destroying it, and that's dangerous. It's terrible for the opposition party. It's
been argued that Wike is even bigger than the party. That's why. Yes.
It looks so. Yes, it does. It looks so. It's like somebody who is so big. The party cannot come together. Their best chance. I said it already. That's when we met the last. Their best chance was expel this guy and get him out of the party. Then you understand how you can build the party. You lose the election, fine, but you have a party. If you don't lose the election, fine. But they were hoping, let's where we'll still meet him. And the man was deceiving everybody. The man is Machiavellian in the real sense. He used everybody. He used the G5. He used everybody and then maintain leadership of the party within the state, and then at the national level it's also relevant. Amechi could not achieve that. Amechi went against everybody in the state and the region to align with the APC, and then he's back home. It's like this, a leader without followers. But we has managed this very well. That is relevant even within the ruling government as is in the state where he's leading it. But it's actually a shame for the PDP.
Underestimate Wike at your own peril. Now, before I let you go, there is also a crisis in the NNPP, divided over Tinubu Atiku fraction, and they suspend Kwakwaso, and that's what's even going on with the NNPP.
No, what's going on with the NNPP is, I guess, as when you form a party, people come together hoping that this man will make some impact, he will get a job. If he doesn't make president, it's not like he's going to make president, but if he doesn't make president, at least he will get a job. All the meetings that Kwakwaso had with Tinubu in Paris and back here in Abuja and Aso Rock and the rest of them, the whole thing was pointing to somebody who was going to get a place in the party. So it's like a place in the government, sorry. So the NPP will have a stake in that party and its followers. But sadly, everything petered out. He lost out because he doesn't have a position. It's made for Ganduje is national chairman of the party. In fact, Danuje 2 days ago was even throwing back at him, say, he has lost everything. Where is he now, and so on and so forth. So within the NNDC, it's like failed, failed goals or failed objectives. They still have the state with the control, but they're also scared. That's why you see that they were doing the All Eyes on the Judiciary rally last week in Kano, where the governor, they were saying that they want the judiciary to be firm, to make sure that they are not bribed. They should give a judgment, of course, that reflects their position. But the thing is that the NNDC is small party, just one state, not quite strong. So it will be difficult for the party to actually make a much impact. For this, so they also did a counter a meeting where they expelled all those people that expelled him. So it's like they're having this crisis as they have in the Labour Party and the rest of them. In the end, it's all contestation for power. For what? For personal gains, and that's all.
Yeah, for personal gain. When I hear politics and Nigerian politicians, all I hear is personal interest, personal gain, and all of that. Thank you so much, Obeda, over there. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, do enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay, the phone lines are open now. You can call in 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call, or send in a WhatsApp message 0700 903 903 9 0700 903 903 9. Okay, hello, good morning.
Yeah, Madam Mary, good morning.
Mr. Nnemeka, it's been a long time. Good morning to you, sir.
As you say, your line is buzzing every day. It's a time of increasement.
Thank you. Oh, sorry, we lost the call. The call just dropped. Please call me back. 0700 903 903 903. Hello.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Ishole. Take this morning is on one of the headlines you said that.
But hold on. What happened to your voice? What happened to you?
Mary, I was looking for operative. That was why I was talking exactly. I lost my voice in the process. So if you have it or you know where I can get it quickly, just direct me. I will go there and get it. It's very simple. Yes, what I want to say this morning is on one of the topics you said that there was a country, I've forgotten the name, that they suspend their leader, the former leader, because of corruption.
Is it Gabon? Is it Gabon?
No. There's a country that you mentioned that I think after whatever they suspend their former leader.
Yeah. I think I remember the story. Go ahead.
Yes, because of corruption.
Yes.
Now the question I want to ask: in 1999, we have had several presidents, head of state, and all that. None of them that has been ever asked to come and render the account of their stewardship after their tenure, starting from Obasanjo to maybe the late Yaradua, though is dead. Now we have Jonathan, we have Buhari. Are you telling me that all this while these people have been given opportunity to serve this country, they do all well and everything went on well? Because if at least we started with somebody that come and give your account of stewardship to what you have done, render your account to this country, I think most of them will be able to sit back and look. Look at the last administration, when Buhari would appoint somebody who know nothing about anything, like Minister of Education, just came there, he didn't even know anything concerning the Buhari forced him to be there. And he too, because he was after his money. All these politicians are not doing Nigerian very good. It is very, very sad. Now there is another coup in Gabon. The other day you were arguing, we were disagreeing that the worst democracy is better than a best military government. Why are the coups coming? What is happening? I want to say something now before I drop.
Yeah.
Let it be on record. I'm not a prophet. I'm only saying what I think will happen. The next coup that will come is going to happen in Cameroon. Because those person that has been there for over a decade of years, you think people are happy about it. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, thank you very much for calling. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. When you call, just try and make use of your 120 minutes. That's 120 seconds. Just 2 minutes. Just 2. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Madam Mary.
Okay, you are.
Call back,
wow, wonderful. You got through. That's good. Go ahead.
Please, I saw some news that say, make I confirm for you first. Another junta at Gabon,
Yes. Yes,
I'm
you're
a
right.
Democrat. Listen, I'm a Democrat. I love Democrats. I love democracy. But I hate bad leadership. You do understand what I told you? I say now. I love democracy, but I hate bad leadership. It's a sign of giving coming. I told you I attended some summit at Ghana, Kofi Annan institution. They predict about all these things coming on. Now we are having enough 5 out of them, and we are getting more. French and the British have to leave Africa alone. French and British have to leave Africa alone. Look at now our president also dancing on their tune. Now make you get ready to go to Gabon too. Make you get if they don't come out from their bad leadership, make them expect this kind of thing. That is the only thing. Our own, I don't know, because we are not one as a country. We are being divided by religion and the tribal issue. Our own will be brutal more than this. I am not lying to you people. Our own will be brutal more than this. If these guys never change their way of leadership, let's be honest to each other. The reason why they are giving their now is bad leadership too. Why are you treating your people this way? And you are expecting them to keep calm. They have spoiled Africa. No place to call a home in Africa anymore. Because of their decision.
Thank you.
May God bless you for the day. Have a nice day.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Now, let me say it clear. We don't encourage coup. We don't in any way encourage it. In fact, we condemn it. So we don't encourage it at all. Hello, good morning. John Legend.
Mary.
Yeah, good morning to you, sir.
You don't encourage coup.
Yes, we don't. It's not we don't support.
If you don't encourage coup, tell these our leaders to give us a good government. You understand me? Somebody that is paralyzed is still the president. I've been a cause. Let us say the facts here. We have young, vibrant men. Young men that are vibrant, that are 100% to take this government in a good level, that we just press them down. Can you imagine how Wike is jumping here and there, playing games with Nigerians? I hope you know what triggers all this coup. It's because of bad leadership. Mary, am I lying? See, we have fuel here, and we cannot buy the fuel himself. Nothing is working. We are not producing anything. No light, no good road, no good road in Lagos State as I'm talking to you now. No good education in this country. Nothing is working. No good hospital. And you are telling me that I was watching one thing yesterday. Somebody posted what Babangida did during his time as a military. Now tell me, since 1999 or what we entered this democracy, tell me one good thing Nigeria have achieved. Nothing. Every day they are making us cry, and they are telling us that more Q is coming in this country because all this Europe and the French, they are making African to death, and they are not helping us. You and I cannot say anything.
Mr. Darlington from Yanokwajo City.
Thank you, my dear.
Welcome.
God will bless you.
Yes. Thank you. I'm fine. Welcome.
You can see that Obi is no longer a boy. Obi is now a man. He can fend for himself. That is why the French colonies are rebelling. All this principle of assimilation, you can see that it has broken off. They are no longer interested in French. It's telling them how to live, how to wear their clothes, what to eat, how to sleep. That is what is causing this rebellion. They are grown up. And it is a lesson for British colonies too. That is the reality. Look, everything has a time limit. Whenever it is time, there is nothing you can do. Nobody can kill an idea whose time has come. You know this thing that we are saying on there, and they are saying you don't like government, you criticize government. Don't worry yourself. A time will come when they will now remember us as prophets. Is there anything we said that have not come to pass? Yes, people refuse to learn. They asked the wise one, how many times will something happen to you before you learn? He said you will not even wait for anything to happen to him. He will use what happened to others to learn a lesson. Look at Nigeria. Since APC came into office, look at what we are going through. It's even worse than what some of these African nations are going through yet. They are telling us that when we die, our children will not enjoy what we suffered for. Are we not going to live for those children to even survive? Tell me. If you have a toddler, you have not even nurtured that toddler, and you die, what will be the fate of that toddler? That toddler will end up in the street now.
Thank you.
When they don't talk as if they made sense, telling us that what we are suffering now, our children, unborn children will. Is that not what they told us on that Buhari?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Darlington. Thank you, Mr. Darlington.
Mary, finally, please, let me ask you. If you're a man of integrity, please, what is the first thing you should pursue? Is it not your name? This thing that happening with Tinubu and the CSU, what does it think will happen even when he leaves office?
Thank you.
No, tell me, what do you think will happen to Tinubu's name, the family name?
Thank you.
When he leaves office?
Thank you so much, Mr. Darlington. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Darlington. Thank you, Mr. Darlington. Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number. I'll take this call, then I'll start taking messages. Just this one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mary.
Good morning to you, sir. What's your name and location?
Emeka, I'm calling from Ejibo.
Welcome, Mr. Emeka. Go ahead.
Good. We don't encourage military coups.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, they say the worst civilian is better than the best military, isn't it?
100%.
That is what has gotten us to where we are here now. Because we have decided to remain so dormant, as if they have brainwashed our brain. And these politicians came in to kill, to steal, and to destroy.
That's what the devil does. Politicians are they devils now?
That is what the politicians are. The Nigerian politicians are even worse than the devil. How can you tell me that a man has remained in power for over 50 years, from president to governor, from governor to senator, from senator to House of Reps, from House of Reps to minister, from minister to PAMSEC, from PAMSEC to one thing or the other in government? The same man, the same family, the same names. They keep turning them around, recycling them just for their selfish interest, and the masses are not better off for it. Common insecurity in Nigeria, insecurity has eaten Nigeria deep down. Up to this moment, the government in power cannot do anything. Herdsmen everywhere, kidnappers everywhere, bandits everywhere, terrorists everywhere, killers everywhere. Every corner of it will be well. Just let us give them time. Give them time. Let me tell you, please, before I drop. Until Buhari is brought to question, Buhari, wherever he is, if Nigerians have not deemed it fit to call that man to question how he managed Nigeria, we will not be better off for it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much and have a nice day.
Thank you, Mr. Emeka. Thank you so much for your contribution. I'll quickly take some of the messages we have here and then go to YouTube. Now we have Chika Bende from Trade Fair said, politics in this part of the world is annoying. It's all about myself, my interest, and my gain. Nothing else. I strongly believe that on the long run, Wike will regret his dealings. And on Nema, it's a shame the kind of reactive we always choose in such expected circumstances. Okay, Chika, Thank you for your message. And we have Benjamin from Shogule said, good morning, Mary. The federal government is saying no more borrowing, that fuel subsidy is a will for. Don't understand that. So the president, governor, the minister, and the National Assembly all are happy because they have a lot of money to share and enjoy themselves with at the expense of the suffering of the ordinary Nigerian since the removal of fuel subsidy. God is watching. Benjamin, thank you for your message. We have Prince Ayotek from Arena Market says, good morning, Mary and VOP Radio. Demolition of Abuja Market and more, which provision do they make for the occupant of the shops? Or are they going to start from where? Okay, please, we are all Nigerians and people are suffering in their own land. Wike will suffer for the... Oh, no, you don't have to curse. Thank you. Thank you for that message, but you don't have to curse. So I think I should stop here with your message, but thank you for sending all the same. Now, another message here from Onoha from Ojo Alaba says, good morning, Mary. Another coup in Africa. Military takes over in Gabon. I just did look Nigeria with one eye. Continue to look. But we have Bode Lushola says, good morning, Mary. Subsidy thieves now embarks on vandalization because subsidy has been buried. May God expose them. Amen. We'll pray God expose any person making Nigeria dry. Leo from Lagos said, good morning, Mary. Demolition of Abuja under Wike's directive continue, and how many markets did the Wike demolish when he was governor of Rivers State? YFCT. Thank you for your message. Let me just go to YouTube and see if I could take a few here. A few from YouTube. Okay, we have Olaika Valenhart says, good morning. Good morning to you. Boy Johnson also says good morning. Frankie Mobe says, good morning, Mary. The standard of living in Nigeria is gradually heading to an unacceptable level amongst the committees of nation. Why is it that nothing is working out in Nigeria? What a confusion. Okay, says Mary, this morning another coup took place in Gabon. Soldiers are sacked. Thank you. I think I should stop here. My time here is up. Thank you so much for being part of the program. My name is Mary on Ife Edebi. I'll be here again tomorrow, same time from 7 to 8. You can find me on Instagram at Mary Media. Now, coming up next is Ogendigbo. That's another interesting program. Don't change the dial. Keep it here.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations